Hello there, and welcome to another Starfield video. So today I've got a custom build, another custom build I made myself. Initially I made this ship on stream probably maybe a week ago at this point, which plugged the stream. We stream Fridays and now Saturdays. So if you want to know the exact time, we have it in the Discord, but it's usually the same time every week. But anyway, so I made this ship and the name is bugged, sadly. I wish I could rename it, but I can't. On stream, I got the idea from Elevate Spark. He was like, "Oh, Crimson, you should do a stream where you basically steal and build a ship." And I was like, "Okay, that's a good idea." So I did, and I built this ship. And initially, it was called the Yellow Jacket because it was kind of painted in a black and yellow kind of scheme. But then I kind of started to think about it. I'm like, I really like how it turned out, and the fact that it's mainly Taiyo. Like, it obviously has some Stroud, it has some Deimos pieces, but for the most part, it is mainly Taiyo. And then I got thinking, I was like, okay, well, I want to kind of come up with some lore kind of POV because with all of my builds, usually I come up with lore, and I did. So the idea behind this is called the Taiyo Sunray. Now this ship, you may notice the color scheme is a bit weird, it's a bit unusual. The idea behind this is much how, like in real life, Monster and Rockstar will do these kind of competitions where a lucky person can win a car, or in some case Pepsi, that you can win a Harrier jet. The idea is that Taiyo and their subsidy, Tranquility, with Tranquility, kind of, it's there. It's not as good as Terra Brew's coffee, but it's all right. So Taiyo basically were like, look, we need to drum up some marketing for Tranquility. We need to get more share of the market when it comes to hot beverages. So they're like, let's do a competition. So they basically made these ships, the Sunray, in honor after one of the Taiyo or one of the Tranquility tea brands or tea types, and they made a couple of them, and they were basically custom built ships from Taiyo. And yeah, as you can see, they don't look too much like a Taiyo, hence the custom ship, and also the fact that they're custom, they kind of have some parts that you're maybe not supposed to use, like that's where they got the Deimos pieces. And it's basically meant to be a kind of an all-arounder with a kind of an emphasis on kind of combat. So it's got those kind of heavy pods on the side there, which are the engines, but they're also its weapons. It's got some Vanguard weapons. I went with the Vanguard just because I love the fire rate of them. Now, lore-wise, I don't know. They wouldn't be using Vanguard, but you could swap them out for some other ones. I initially had railguns, but like I said, I just like how they look. They stick over. And then we've got some turreted weapons that are basically on the back. They just kind of get the job done. And then we have some lasers that I believe are hidden somewhere. I can't remember exactly, but there is lasers somewhere. So yeah, so we take a look at the stats of this ship. It's got a fuel of 210. It's got a hull of 1255, cargo capacity of 1680, B-class reactor, 39 power, crew of 7. 28 light year jump range, 1450 shield. It's got lasers, ballistic, and particles, as you see. And then to make it, it'll probably cost around 400k with perks. Now, this is based on a Spectre, so if you get your hand on a Spectre, you can basically kit it out cheaper. So yeah, let's go take a look at it. So yeah, so there's a kind of a running meme in the Discord with like Taiyo ships. I know Nogroth, one of the kind of the more experienced builders in the group, kind of has a hatred for them, and I can understand why. Like on paper, Taiyo have some of the coolest pieces in the game when it comes to like the curvature. Like they have those landing gear. You'll have to ignore that pop-up. I do apologize. But yeah, so basically, they have like some of the coolest curvature when it comes to pieces, like the landing gear. And then they have these kind of structural pieces, and all in all, the pieces work really well. Like when you use them on their own. But the problem is Taiyo ships, when you start building them, you start to notice that they kind of all look the same. And another issue is that the parts don't really meld well with other pieces. Like if you're trying to mix Taiyo with Hope Tech or Taiyo with Stroud Eklund, the pieces don't really mesh well. So yeah, so this kind of ended up being really cool, and hence why So entrance in the back here, I kind of wanted to have the entryway in the middle because I like the idea of you're kind of shielded from the elements. This being kind of this is supposed to be like This is supposed to be like, you know, like let's say like someone's personal kind of craft, like Millennium Falcon-esque, like a bit of a hero ship. So if we head in here, now, sadly it should be called Taiyo Sunray, but you know, what are you gonna do? And then we have our workstation, because you know you need that workstation for modifying stuff. You got your weapon workbench, industrial workbench, spacesuit workbench, and sadly we don't have the other workbench, the research, but that's all okay. And then we come up here, and I went with a kind of an engine room, just because I liked how it looked, how it kind of functioned, basically. Obviously, you could swap it out for something different, but I personally just liked how it looked. Alright, there was a quick jump there, but yeah, I liked how it looked. I think it flowed well. And again, the idea being that it's kind of meant to be a kind of someone's hero ship. So I just went with this. Now, obviously, you could swap it out if you want to. I don't know why. Frames are a bit jumpy here. I don't know if you can notice that on this end, but frames are kind of a bit weird. But anyway. And then we've got a control station, because I like having as much crew as possible. Now, you could, like I was saying, you could swap out... you could put a 1x1 here and put a all-in-one living berth to kind of accommodate like a larger crew, but you know, it's up to you. And then we have the bridge here. Yeah, I've said it many times, not a huge fan of this bridge, but in this case I don't mind it. Like, this is meant to be kind of a luxury kind of think of this ship like the Fer-de-Lance or the Mamba from Elite Dangerous. Kind of luxury meets lethality. Yeah, that's the tagline. So yeah, so let's take her up for a spin, see how she performs. Now this ship is merged, not a whole lot of merging. There's no interior merging, but there is. We've got merged two sets of engines inside one another just for the purpose of giving us the maximum mobility. I will say it has a really nice profile. And it looks very unique, which for a Taiyo, I feel like it's hard to make a Taiyo ship look, at least for me, it's hard to make a Taiyo ship look unique. Alright, so as always, I have a perk that increases my power by 5, so for the sake of this review, we're not going to be using that 5 power. So yeah, so weapon-wise, we've got our lasers. Where are they firing from? Oh, they're hidden inside the bumpers. And then we've got those. That's why I like these guns. And then obviously our particles are turreted, so you know you can't fire them. It's got a base speed of 140 because we're using B-class engines. Boost speed of probably going to cap out around 520. Yeah, it's going to cap out around 520. Not bad though, not bad. Agility-wise, it's very agile. I want to say it's sitting on max agility or like quite close to max agility. But it is a B-class. It's not going to dance around like an A-class. But yeah, so we're going to head down to the planet and I will show you how to build it. Alright, so we've got the ship built into, or split into some sections. So we'll start off with the spine, probably the simplest. So we've got a Deimos Spine A 4, Deimos Spine B, 2 Spine C's, 1 fore, 1 aft, 2 Spine D's, 1 fore, 1 aft, and then a Spine A aft. Then for the middle of the vessel, we've got a Samurai cockpit from Taiyo, 200 cargo, 2 crew station. We've got a Taiyo control station, 2x1 top B, a Taiyo engineering bay, 3x1 top B, and then we have our Vanguard Bulwark shield generator and Vanguard B class, 12 power, 1450. You could obviously swap this out if you were going for like a proper full Taiyo build. Initially, when I built this ship, I just kind of started slapping, you know, the best thing I could. Weapon-wise, we've got 2 PBO 100 auto-neutron turrets from Ballistic Solutions Incorporated, B class, 3899.99 range, 5 fire rate, 16 hull and shield damage, and 3 power. And then, now we've got a little bit of merging, so we'll start off at the top here. So we've got a couple of bumpers. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bumpers here and 4 bumpers there, the Deimos ones. And I'll just show you really quickly how this is kind of laid out. So we're gonna really quickly, so this is 2 bumpers kind of laid together. So we're gonna get show you again, we gotta do a drop down merge. So what you want to do is initially you just want to have any bumper, so I'm putting this one here. And then we're going to get the other bumper and we're going to highlight up here so it's above. And then you're just going to do the drop down merge just like that. And then finally you get your Stroud engine brace A, and then you're going to drop that down too. Now I can't because I'm where I am, so I'm going to have to delete that one real quick. So this, you just drop it down like so. Perfect. And then there you go. And then you obviously you have two portholes, one there and then one on the other side. And then at the back here, we've got, so I'm going to move these turrets. So we've got two of these Deimos bumpers here. We've got again. And then we have, I'll show you real quick. So what I did was, all right, so initially you set it up like this. You've got your bumper like so. And then what I like to do is we snap this piece in here like so. This Nova cowling. And then once that Nova cowling is there, you just snap the second bumper like so. And then you snap the Deimos wing A. You want to snap this piece to that snap point. And then it won't snap. You just do a simple flip. And then the same thing again. You're just going to flip this in here. Flip it back. And it's laid out the exact same way. So you've got this snaps here. And then we have this piece here. Now this piece will snap in there, but we're going to have to drop it down. So this piece here, and we're going to just highlight it. And like that, it just drops down. Now we do have a cargo here. So all you really want to do is you want to highlight, you can snap it above and then just duplicate it like so, and it will sit down. And then that's pretty much, now obviously when you're trying to place these turrets, you basically have to flip glitch them just because they're not going to want to snap. Just get them into position, and then we have our snap point there. So that's the middle of the vessel. Now the engines I'm going to really quickly show you. So the engines consist of two Nova, four Nova 1050 engines per Velodyne, B class, 3 power, 22,170 engine thrust, 4,100 maneuvering thrust. So you want to start off with, you're going to get the Pinpoint 4G landing gear, and you're going to attach a Taiyo braking engine to the front. And then you're going to attach your engine to the back, like so. Next, you're going to get a Taiyo, so the Taiyo Pinpoint 4G landing gear to thrust. You're going to get a Taiyo mid-cap port top. And then you're going to get a Taiyo equipment plate. Like so. Snap that up there like so. And then what you're going to do is you're going to get your Vanguard Hellfire. You're going to snap one onto it like so. And then we're going to quickly make this pop up. So we're going to highlight it. It'll jump. It should jump up. Sometimes it'll jump down. That's fine. We're just going to jump it up. Now there is one inside there. So we're going to really quickly... just going to move this so that we can get rid of it. And then put that back. So now that we have it in the air like so, we're basically going to drop it down 3 times altogether. So there's two in here now. We're going to drop it down one more time. Now we have 3. So each gun pod will have 3. And then we're going to add our second snap point, like our second engine. Again, we're going to really quickly move the landing gear. And we're going to basically drop it down so that we can get a snap like so. So that's the snap point. Then now we just need to basically lift it up. Now, once again, I am not in an area where you can use these structural pieces, but I'll still show you what deleting them. So we're going to want to go up like so. And then go up again like so. And then that should be like that. It should be all perfect. So when you grab it, it should be in its, there we go. There we go, okay. So one of the things you have to, when you do build this, so ideally you want to, so you see how there when I was placing them, you want to grab both of them and then make sure that they're kind of going to snap to something. Because what ends up happening is, see now it's not snapped to anything. So I want to show you that again real quick. So this one, like so. And then you just basically duplicate it. Hold on now, it's being very finicky. So yeah, so basically what you want to do is you want to get that snap point underneath. Like so. And then bring it up. And then bring it up one more time, like that. Yeah, perfect. Now, it should look something like that. You want to be careful. This is because when I was building this initially, what was happening is I wasn't snapping it correctly. And then it was just, yeah, it was all over the place. So once that is done, you're going to get this top piece, and we're going to kind of merge this in. So again, we're going to, just going to get a little snap point. If you're building this like I am, you'll have a crap ton of these left over. So we're going to lift this goes up, and we're just going to basically use this as scaffold. And then again, we're not going to have enough pieces, but I'm going to be able to drop it down a little bit just to show you. You drop it down like that. And then we drop it down. Well, it won't drop down, but basically exactly like I did there. If you drop it down one more time, and it will drop down, and it will look something like this one here. And then that's almost done the engine. So then the only thing needed to do now is we need to get 2 engines in there. So all you want to do is get your engine, get a second one, snap it off to the side. Now highlight this one, it'll drop down. Highlight again. It will jump up. Oh, that time it didn't jump up. Hold on now. Yeah. Oh yeah. So this is one of the things you got to be careful when you are like when you move these middle pieces at all, it kind of messes with the snap point. So that's now back snapped. Drop it down, highlight it, and come on now. Hey, you drop down, but you won't drop up. Making sure this is what I mean about the engines being very tricky to kind of get them in where they need to go. And then the thing is, it should be as simple. It's not snapping up, which tells me that it's not. Oh wait, what am I doing? You just drop it down like that. Yeah, okay, I'm an idiot. Okay, perfect. Now if we highlight it, should jump up. Did it jump up? No, it did not jump up, which tells me that I've built this this section here is incorrect. So I'm just going to pull this back. And then drop it down. Like you can do, there's different ways you can kind of do this. For some reason, it doesn't. Oh, it's how many was inside that? That would explain it. See, we want to get it up there, but engines are a bit finicky. So what we're going to do is we're going to snap it down here like that. And then now you're going to play ball. Okay, so the method of how I had to do it, you see there. So the final method to kind of get it in is you got to have it like that halfway, duplicate it up. Now the weird thing is, I was building this like prior. I always build my builds beforehand, but I built it the way I was originally trying to build it, and the game was like, no, can't do that. Anyway, so that's pretty much how the engine works. So the final kind of engine will look, we'll show you at the end, but it basically looks like this, and then you have this piece here. Let me actually real quick. This is what the final engine will look like, and you'll be able to grab it all. And then it just connects like so. Now the bottom of the vessel, we've got, I'll show you the halves first. So back here we've got the Taiyo Workshop 2x1 bottom. We have 8 pinpoint 3G landing gear. We've got 2 4. We've got 2 aft here, and then we've got 2 more 4, and then we've got 2 middle ones here. And then for the weapons, we've got the Torch P 250 megawatt UV pulse laser from Lightsight B class, 1625 range, 5 fire rate, 25 shield damage, and 4 power. So they're both mounted there. Now we have the shipbed 200 landing bay from Taiyo here, and then we have a single pinpoint 4G landing gear here. And then we also have, this is where our kind of our merged, called the engine section. So all you basically want to do is you're getting them all together. So you've seen this before. We're going to merge a grav drive, a reactor, and a fuel tank all together. So we're just going to highlight it like so. And we're going to merge them all in. No. We're going to merge them. Oh, come here. sorry. So we have the fuel tank first, and then we're going to highlight the grav drive. Grav drive will drop down. Highlight it, and it should drop down. There we go. Grav drive is dropped down. Now we're going to drop down the reactor. So we highlight it, and it'll go up. Then we do it again, and it'll go down. And now in here we have all that. Now the only thing left to do is we need to basically bring this piece up above. So really quickly, I'm going to show you. It's going to be a bit tricky because I'm not at somewhere where I can spawn an infinite amount of these. But you got your pinpoint 4G, that snaps on underneath. And then while highlighting it, you basically jump it up, and like that, perfect, that covers it. And then, yep. And then finally, to finish it off, we've got a Taiyo braking engine like so. So that's basically all. We also have this, this Deimos belly aft at the back here. That's pretty much it. I'm going to put it back together. So that's how the ship is. Hope you guys enjoy it. I do like a little bit of lore. I kind of like, because whenever, like I said, whenever I build ships, I like to kind of come up with lore behind it. And it's definitely something that I'm going to kind of, I feel like, because in the Discord, again, plugging the Discord as always, we have like kind of a Discord build-off kind of channel where we, like, somebody posts forward a build idea, and we kind of basically just, we just see what we can do. And I feel like in the future we'll have to do like a kind of a ship based around like advertising brands. But yeah, hope this build wasn't too complicated. I know there was a bit of kind of mishmashing there, but I think it's only fair when I am building, if I do come across any issues, I kind of highlight that, you know, I don't just cut and basically, be like, oh yeah, it works, just trust me. Like, I show you how the build works, you know, how you can do stuff like that. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this sort of content, and check out some of my other videos. Bye-bye.